Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Back from the Boot Fair. Got back, it's the afternoon now. I got back a few hours ago, probably left at about 9 o'clock. I'd had a little sleep and had a little recuperation, so I'm in the back of the car. And I believe if I pull this, and if I pull this, look at that. It's like Narnia through there. It's a portal to another world of car boots, hats, and all sorts of junk. Nothing, I don't think, absolutely fabulous. no mega finds, but you know, some good standard bits there. So I'm going to get out the car now and bring it all inside, and as I usually do, go through it one by one and try and rack my brains as to how much I paid. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I'm always thankful to get new subscribers in, and we'll try and answer all messages and questions you may have that you can put to me. So yeah, click the thumbs up, click the subscribe. Let's get on with this haul and see what we got. We've got a batch of dead Furbees. Well, they're not actually dead. It is 6 Furbees that don't have a box and one that does. They wanted 38. That's basically 5 for all of these ones each and 8 for that one. Not something I'd normally do. I'd try and pick these up for about £3 each, and if it's boxed maybe a bit more. You get so many of them that don't work, it's embarrassing. Anyway, I got the whole lot for £30, so I think that's quite a good deal. I'll probably reckon about a tenner maybe for these. I haven't sold one for a while. Used to be more, not as much these days, but I still think I'll make some money on those. I think this is a nice little pickup. Looks pretty, you know, unassuming, but it is. It's Team McLaren official merchandise. Just a little bag. The guy said he went for like a day out up at McLaren, and this cost him £40. He wanted a fiver. I gave him £3 for it. Hadn't got nowhere at all, and it said the zips are really good on it. So I reckon at least sort of 20-25 on that, but I'll have to do some research on it. Wouldn't be a boot fair without a couple of board games, so I've got these two, which are just, you know, vintage board games. They were 50p each, so I can't really argue with that. I think I have seen someone else get this Market Day. I've never had it, and I've had something similar to this. Like, I think it's an Upwards, but I reckon they will sell for probably about £6 or £7 plus postage. This one might surprise me, but 50p each, can't go wrong. A couple of relatively expensive things. This was £3. I didn't want to pay £3. I'd rather pay sort of like, well, I'm going to say like £1 for something like that, because a lot of them do not sell for, you know, that much money. I'm hoping, I've never had, this is, I think it's Jay from Ninjago, and he is the kind of the main one, the main warrior, so I'm hoping that maybe it's got a bit more value. Yeah, £3 for that. Wanted to play 1 or 2, and this as well, this was £3. And again, I know it's not going to be that much money. You know, maybe around Christmas time it might be sort of like a 10 or 10-15. Try to get it for 2, but they just weren't having it. Sometimes I get the deal, sometimes I don't. But yeah, 2 things that will definitely sell for like 2 or 3 times what I paid from them. This is a vintage Airfix Kit for a Phantom. Did have a quick look inside. It's not been made. It's got a slight rip there. It was only 50p. I've got a feeling that might be a bit of a good buy. It was just someone obviously cleaning out their loft and getting rid of it. So a bit of research on that. I look forward to listing that one. Easy to pack as well. So yeah, I think that's a good one. Okay, a couple of pairs of football boots. I tend to pick these up if I'm desperate. So yeah, I was desperate. Look at that. What have I got? 1.5. Can't find it up. There it is. Yeah, these will sell. I've had these before. I think they're around 10 to 15. These are CR7s. I don't know if that's anything particularly special. It's the kids' sizes, so yeah, I'm thinking 15. I paid, oh, how much did I pay? I can't remember how much I paid. I think it was £3 a pair. That sounds about right, so let's go with that. Now this very carefully folded up selection of clothing is just a load of sports tops. So we've got a commemorative 1989 when Arsenal won the old Division 1 league up at Anfield, 2-0 away, scored in the last minute, Michael Thomas and all that. So that's just a polo, official merchandise though. And there we go, something on the back. It's up for grabs now. That is, oh God, Brian Moore, I think it was, who did the commentary for that. We have a rugby top, Ospreys. It looks quite a small size, but yeah, nice top. And the two I really bought it for there's a Barcelona top here. Again, I think it is an adults, but it's like a small adults. Has it got a size on it? And there's no label in there. Oh, here we go. A medium. Official merchandise. So it says product official. So it looks all sewn in. Looks very nice. And this England rugby top, which is, I always find these rugby tops do go quite well. From 1999, so pre their World Cup win, extra large. All of those cost 12. I was trying to get him for 10. He wasn't budging. I think originally he wanted like 6 and maybe 5 for the others, so I got them down a fair bit. But yeah, 12 quid for that. I look at that as 3 quid each, which isn't at all bad. I reckon they'll go for at least. Well, that might go for 15 to 20. That one maybe 15, and the other two maybe sort of 10 to 15. So maybe looking at maybe 50 quidish back, something like that from 12, which is okay. Got another pair of high tops. I do like getting these high tops in Converse. The only thing wrong with these is some of the poppers are a little bit kind of knackered. So I'm hoping I can just get the pliers on that and bend them up. But they're in, compared to the ones I bought yesterday, the Batman ones, these are in, you know, they have wear, but they're not too bad. These cost, I've forgotten the price again. I think it was 3 quid. I don't think I'll pay more than that. So 3 quid for a pair of high tops. I think it's quite good. Good size as well, size 7. Right, I've got a whole bundle of stuff which I bought off someone. So it is an Xbox 360 with some wax on. They've obviously been making sacrifices and burning candles. There is a Hitachi. This is parts. The power cable has been cut off. So that's an amp. This is a, what is that? It's a tuner. So those two are for parts. Those two were a £5, okay, and the rest of it was 15. So that is the Xbox 360. We've got an original GameCube controller, and then the rest of it is basically a wireless 360 controller and 2 other controllers in there, and all the bits for the Xbox. The only thing that's missing, the Xbox didn't have a power supply, and so I picked this one out of his little bag of power supplies that he had. I'm hoping I've picked the right power supply for this generation of Xbox, and it didn't have a plug on it, so fingers crossed I've got the right one. If I haven't, I will just you know, look out for one. I think I've got a spare Xbox One anyway. But yeah, I'm always tend to pick up a few sort of spare power supplies from boot fairs, just so I've got them in stock. And yeah, if that one's missing a power supply, like I say, I'll pick one up soon. Yeah, this Xbox was in box. I don't know whether that make any difference. I don't think it's any particularly special version on it. But yeah, nice to get the box and all the inner sort of boxing as well. Okay, last one up is a Thrustmaster racing wheel. This is for Yeah, PS3, PS4, so not like, you know, really old vintage one. The guy who sold it to me, I mean, I don't like paying more than £5 for these, and he actually said he'd bought it at the boot fair for a tenner, and he wanted me to pay 15 and just sort of like, you know, make him a bit of quick money. But I'm not paying 15 for one of these. You could probably get, I don't know, maybe 30, 40, 45 tops. So I said, I told him I don't normally pay more than £5, although it is boxed, but I don't think it's one of the really kind of like special ones you can get. So I ended up paying a tenner. You know, he was trying to squeeze another couple of quid out for me, but I wasn't having it. So yeah, gave him a tenner for that. And I think I'll get, like, you know, 4 times what I pay for it, which is normally what I go for, and postage on top. I'll have to test it somewhere. I think I've got a PS3 I can test it on. So yeah, we're going to plug that in and fingers crossed it will work. Just done a little bit of research on this one. Someone sold one for 18 quid and someone's trying to sell one for 60. So I think the price, I'm going to put it on somewhere sort of in between there, maybe 25, something like that, and see how we go. But definitely not bad from 50p, is it? So yeah, enjoyed the boot fair. Sort of getting back into the swing of things now. Good to see lots of people up there, and just feel like the bits are coming in. Just need to get them on, get them listed, and get done. If you have been to a boot fair, I hope you've got some good stuff, and I hope your Ebo sales good. If you've got any questions, do stick them in the comments, and I do try and answer every single one, or acknowledge that, you know, you put a comment in there. Sometimes I do get swamped, but yeah, if you've got any questions, just let us know and I'll try and get back to you. Anyway, for now, take care and I'll see you soon.